Welcome to WeLearn Virtual Learning Network. This is session number 23, Coalition Politics. Topics which we are going to cover in this session are forms of coalition politics, coalition behavior, coalition government, coalition politics in India, emergence of coalition government in India, emergence of coalition government at the center, the decline of coalition politics, coalition government and coalition politics, and the last is working of the coalition government in India. Coming towards the very first topic, that is forms of coalition politics. Constitutional framework and electoral system of the country determines the form that coalition politics take. These are three in nature: parliamentary, electoral and governmental. The Janata Dal government led by VP Singh in 1989 was such a government. The Congress government led by Narasimha Rao in 1991 was a government in its early tenure. Electoral coalition represent two or more than two political parties who enter an agreement which provides for a mutual withdrawal of candidates in an election so that the concerned party can avoid splitting of votes in the constituencies where they are strong respectively. The membership of a coalition government is conventionally defined as those parties that are represented in the cabinet. Next is the coalition behavior. A comparative study of the coalition behavior drawn from the historical experience of coalition politics in different countries and at different times reveal the following trends. All the political parties who enter into a coalition always aim to maximize their long-term influence over decision-making process. Because of the awareness concerning the redistributive consequences of a coalition, the number parties often compete against each other over the coalition of redistribution benefits. The competition among the coalition partners is restricted by the degree to which each partner is willing to tolerate competitive demands on the part of alliance. In a situation where the tolerance among the coalition partner remain of high level, competitiveness is rewarded with disproportionality high returns in terms of political influence. Next are the coalition government. In pure or modified two-party political system such as the United Kingdom, New Zealand and Canada, coalition governments are rare in the peacetime. In the countries with multi-party system such as Belgium and the Netherlands, almost all the governments have been coalitions. In the normal circumstances, the coalition government are formed by 2 to 5 parties. Coalition governments are essential features of parliamentary form of governments. In the developed country, almost all the parties follow centrist ideology. Power sharing is mostly the main basis of the formation of such government. German constitution is a significant exception which has provisions which make it impossible for irresponsible parliament to overthrow a government without being ready to support an alternative. Next is the coalition politics in India, 1947 to 1967. Indian politics in the second period between 1947 to 1967 was coalition in nature. This was at the level of political parties or political formations. The dominance of Congress was reflected both in terms of number of seats that it held in the parliament at centre and the government it formed in the state, as well as in terms of its formidable organizational strength outside the legislative bodies. Congress successfully defined Maurice Duviger's law, which expected two-party system to emerge in plurality electoral system by incorporating political competition and consociation agreements within its boundary and yet holding it together through a delicate management of frictions. In a similar vein, Rajni Kothari has also highlighted the consensual politics based on pluralism, accommodation and bargaining followed by the Congress Party. The enormous organizational size, regional spread and ideological diversity of the Congress transformed Congress in a loose organization with ideologically diverse group. A small size of opposition party ensured that they could influence the political system only by functioning more like indirect pressure groups. During this period, the governmental policies came to be decided more by cross-party blocs rather than by the inner party voting for a conventional division lines of the government and opposition. Next is the emergence of coalition government in India, 1967 to 1977. In 1967, elections witnessed the coalition politics in other forms, now involving the non-Congress opposition parties. Opposition parties were able to defeat Congress in the assembly elections in 6 states by joining it an electoral coalition. In 1967 elections, according to Morris Jones, led to the emergence of market polity, leading to a pretty regular and continuous defeaters market. The coalition technique, which worked so well for Congress, did exactly the opposite in case of the opposition party. Congress was able to come back to power in most of the state where it had lost power in 1967. The Congress thus adopted a plebiscitary mode of electoral politics which led by the institutional decline in the party. The Congress led by Indira Gandhi reached an unprecedented electoral victory in the 1971 elections. It was initially seen as the restoration of the Congress dominance. In retrospect, it is obvious that the apparent continuity of the Congress was deceptive. The Congress that Indira Gandhi led to power in 1971 was in many ways a new party that had to be negotiate a new terrain of electoral politics marked by the presence of a great many new entrants from the middle peasant caste and the regional group into the game of electoral politics, turning it to the truly competitive. The third phase in the evolution of coalition politics was marked by the defeat of Congress in 1977. Parliamentary as well as assembly elections. The coalition government led by Morarji Desai could not last a full term as the constituent factions within the party retained their ideological differences, a legacy of their pre-merger days. Next is the decline of coalition politics 1980 to 1989. The failure of coalition experiment in the form of failure of Janata coalition government to complete its full term gave an opportunity to Congress recovering from a split in 1978 under the leadership of Indira Gandhi to capture power in 1980 elections. At the state level, however, the coalition politics continued. Congress, for instance, entered into an alliance with National Congress in J&K and with the DMK in 1980s and with AIADMK in 1984 elections in Tamil Nadu. It was during this period that the speed of future coalition politics emerged. Congress, despite its electoral trumps in the Pilsitary election, was continuously losing its ideological and institutional base. The ruralization and regionalization of Indian politics led to the emergence of regional parties which were supported by numerically strong and economically powerful rich peasant caste. Next is the coalition government and coalition politics. In the run-up to 1989 elections, another hastily assembled coalition was formed in the formation of Janata Dal, which came into existence as a result of the merger of several parties like Janata Party, Lok Dal B, Janata Dal. Subsequently formed an electoral alliance with the parties like DMK, Congress S, AGP, CPI, CPIM and other small regional parties. National Front government failed to lay down a strong foundation of consensual polity based on democratic power sharing at wider level. It suffered from internal crisis because of the change of leadership in Haryana Janata Dal government. The external crisis built up over the confrontation with the BJP over Ayodhya issue. The primary elections in 1991 again produced a hunch Lok Sabha. Congress emerged as the largest party but nowhere near the majority mark. With no coalition being possible, Congress formed a minority government led by Narasimha Rao. The minority government displayed a great skill in parliamentary maneuver in order to stay in power. Increasing tendency towards a bipolar polity at the state level led to a situation that a two-party system at the national level became improbable. With the emergence of distinct regional party system in the states signaled the rise of parties. The BJP made a strong showing in Northern and the Western state, especially in Bihar and UP, and emerged as the largest party in the Lok Sabha. The comparative study of the result of 1996 election and the 1998 or 99 elections revealed a majority difference between the two. The hunch parliament which emerged after 1996 election was not just a matter of no single party getting a majority, but rather of no party or a clear alliance of party being in a position to govern. Next is the working of the coalition government in India. The working of the coalition government has been affected by the need to secure inter-party consequences. The heterogeneity of coalition partners in terms of their social bases and ideologies often has been resulting into disagreement between the cabinet minister on political and departmental matter. The coalition government at centre have been formed not on the positive basis of ideological or programmatic homogeneity, but on the negative basis of capturing power or to keep Congress and BJP out of power. This factor has contributed to the lack of efficacy as well as stability of these government. Now, in the last, these are questions which are based on the session. The questions are: what factors contributed to the emergence of the regional parties? And question number 2 is: what are the new trends visible in the coalition politics after 1993 and 1995 Assembly language? That's all for this session. Thank you. Happy learning. We learning.